What do you think, leaving a newborn baby with my sister every day? My husband called me while he was at work. I couldn't help but be surprised by his angry voice, which is usually gentle. I quickly told him the truth to clear up any misunderstandings. What? If you're talking about our daughter, she's sleeping at home. What? My husband was surprised, and we both had questions that led to more questions. I decided to ask my sister-in-law for the truth, and the shocking facts were revealed. My name is Chloe. I've been married to my husband Kai, who is 1 year older than me, for 3 years. We were finally blessed with our first child, a daughter named Eliana. Eliana is so cute, but I'm struggling with my first child rearing experience. Since my parents' house is far away, I didn't go back there to give birth. Therefore, I'm solo parenting during the day after being discharged from the hospital. Kai is doing a good job of taking care of our daughter, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's doing his best. Even though he's tired from work, he doesn't make a single unpleasant face even if our daughter doesn't fall asleep easily or wakes up crying in the middle of the night. I think I can face my daughter with almost no stress because Kai is a gentle person. His presence was just a blessing. So when Kai called me suddenly, and in a tone that showed his anger, I couldn't help but be surprised. Chloe, my mother just called me. What's going on? What? Your mother? What do you mean? What are you thinking, leaving a newborn baby with Anna every day? Mom hurt her back, so Anna is taking care of everything alone. I couldn't keep up with the sudden appearance of the words, my sister-in-law, and newborn baby. Anna is my sister-in-law, Kai's sister. Anna lives with her parents and 3 people in the house where my parents-in-law live, which is about a 15-minute walk away. She works from home and takes care of her mother. My husband continued to criticize. How can you easily leave a baby who was born just 3 weeks ago with my sister? I couldn't do it if I were you. Anna has never raised a baby before. I think it's tough on your body after giving birth. But before you leave your baby with Anna, why don't you talk to me? I had a feeling that this was not just a trivial matter when I heard my husband's desperate cry. Wait a minute, I don't understand anything. Anna is taking care of a newborn baby? Then why did your mother call you? Why should I talk to you? Why? Because you left Eliana with Anna. And it's been almost 2 weeks since then. Anna doesn't complain because she doesn't want to ruin her relationship with you, but my mother contacted me because she couldn't stand it anymore. I was shocked by Kai's words. It was a story that I had no recollection of. Because my daughter is right in front of me now. There were many things I wanted to ask, but I felt that clearing up the misunderstanding was more important. So I immediately replied like this. What? If you're talking about our daughter, she's sleeping at home. She's right in front of me now. What? My husband was surprised by the sudden change in my voice. What's going on? I don't know either. Besides, it's said that it's better not to go out much during the newborn period, so I haven't been anywhere except for checkups. I haven't even been to Kai's parents' house, and I haven't seen Anna since she came to visit me after giving birth. Then whose baby is Anna taking care of every day? I don't know even if you ask me. Why did Anna lie that she was taking care of my baby? There were only questions that led to more questions. So I decided to do something. I'll try to contact Anna. I want to know why she lied, and if she misunderstood the baby she's taking care of as Ariana, that would be a problem. I'll contact my mother too. Oh, and after a moment of silence, my husband apologized. I'm sorry for doubting you. I was just worried about Ariana. No, it's because you care about Ariana. Besides, when I said she was right in front of me, you believed me without any doubt. After finishing the call, I immediately called my sister-in-law. Anna, there's something I want to ask you. It's been a while. Chloe, I have something to say too. Kai and Anna are 1 year apart. So even though Anna is my sister-in-law, she is the same age as me. Anna and I have been close since before I got married, and we used to go out together. So I'm just wondering why she didn't tell me anything about this. Even if she lied, I don't know why she would do such a thing. That's perfect then. I heard from Kai that Anna is taking care of Eliana. What does that mean? I have never left Eliana with anyone. Really? After Anna's surprised voice, the sound of a crying baby could be heard. It seems that she is actually taking care of a baby. Upon hearing Anna's voice, I had a hunch that she was not lying. She really thinks that the baby she is taking care of is Eliana. To clear up Anna's misunderstanding, I explained the current situation. Eliana is right in front of me now. She's sleeping well. I don't understand the situation at all. Why did you take care of the baby? And why did you think that baby was Eliana? I asked Anna my questions. Last week, my father suddenly brought the baby over. He told me that Chloe seemed to be having a hard time taking care of her alone, so take care of the baby. Your father-in-law? I was shocked by the surprising fact. And Anna confesses something even more surprising. Yes. I've never dealt with a baby before, so I was scared. I didn't hear that story from Chloe, and I thought about contacting you. But my father told me that Chloe would feel pressured if I did. Even though I said I was at home, I still had work to do. According to Anna's story, it seems that this incident was all caused by my father-in-law's lie. However, it is still unclear who the baby that my sister-in-law is taking care of is. I thought that everything would become clear if I asked my father-in-law, so I asked Anna if my father-in-law was at home. However, it seems that my father-in-law is not at home. Recently, he has been coming home in the evening, saying that he will return the baby to Chloe and then leaving the house again. He seems to come back 20 to 30 minutes later. I became frustrated that my father-in-law was lying by using me and my daughter, and I felt like I wanted to confront him directly. Okay. I don't know until I talk to Kai, but I might go there tonight. I said that and hung up the phone. I sent an email to my husband about what I heard from my sister-in-law. I think it's better to ask Dad directly. So I headed to my in-laws' house after Kai came back. On the way there, Kai told me about what happened when he contacted his mother. Mom was also upset. The baby she thought was her grandchild turned out not to be, and she must have been surprised. My mother-in-law has not yet met her granddaughter because she has a bad back. After a month, when Eliana can go out, I wanted to introduce her to her grandmother as soon as possible. However, I was very disappointed that this incident led to our meeting, which I did not expect. When I arrived at my in-laws' house with such feelings, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law were there with perplexed expressions. Anna opened her mouth when we arrived. Kai, Chloe. Dad said he was going to return the baby I took care of, but he hasn't come back yet. Okay. Mom, this is our daughter Eliana. Kai introduced his daughter, so I approached my mother-in-law with Eliana in my arms. Then my mother-in-law's expression changed to a very kind one. She's so cute. Just like when Kai was born. I'm so happy to finally meet you. Chloe, you did a good job too. I'm sorry for getting you involved in this. When I said that, Anna also continued. I don't understand either. Who is the baby I took care of? I don't even know why Dad is lying. I want you to understand how hard I've been working, thinking it was Eliana until now. My sister-in-law seemed to be frustrated with my father-in-law, just like me. My husband tried to lighten the mood for Anna and made a retort. No, before that, Anna had already met Eliana, so she should have noticed that it was a different person. But babies look alike, don't they? I felt something was wrong, but I wonder if their faces change in a few days. My sister-in-law began to explain in a hurry. That's when my father-in-law came back. I'm back. Oh. Why are Kai and the others here? From my father-in-law's flustered appearance, I was convinced that everything this time was his lie. The other three seemed to feel the same way, and they all sent him a harsh look. My father-in-law couldn't stand the atmosphere and began to speak, even though he was confused. Oh. Chloe. What's wrong? Did I forget something at home? Well. What is Anna doing? I told her to make sure there was nothing left behind. I couldn't suppress my anger at my father-in-law, who used my name and my daughter's name without permission and told such a transparent lie and blamed my sister-in-law. My hand holding my daughter unconsciously tightened. My husband and sister-in-law seemed to feel the same way, and both were shaking their clenched fists. I was the first to speak. Are you serious about that? Isn't it too shabby? My father-in-law was startled by my angry voice. My husband and sister-in-law joined the conversation. Dad, explain it properly. Chloe has never left Eliana with you even once. Why did you lie like that? There must be a reason why you take care of someone else's newborn baby. That's right, you lied to me and made me babysit. Who is that baby? Even if it's my brother's baby, I'm scared, let alone taking care of someone else's baby. Do you know how late I am for work? We spoke quickly and pursued, so my father-in-law was at a loss for words. The three of us wanted to know the truth of the matter quickly and stared at my father-in-law, but my mother-in-law was different. She said, "You're still seeing that person, aren't you?" and turned pale. My husband, sister-in-law, and I were all surprised by my mother-in-law's words. My father-in-law was sweating. "What are you talking about?" My mild-mannered husband got angry at my father-in-law, who was still trying to cover up the situation. "Dad. Cut it out already. You've been pretending not to know since earlier. Do you think you can get away with it? We know that everything this time is your lie. So just tell the truth already." "Wait. Kai, calm down. Dad was lying using Chloe and Ileana. And apologized to Anna too. Even with our own children, we have to be very careful when handling newborns. And yet, Anna, who has never raised a baby, took care of a newborn. How much stress do you think she's been under?" My husband couldn't stop getting angry once he started. No matter what my father-in-law said, my husband didn't stop blaming him. Perhaps he thought he couldn't escape anymore. My father-in-law let out a small sigh. And he said an unbelievable fact. "That baby is my baby." Kai lost his momentum and opened his mouth wide at my father-in-law's words. Anna and I were standing still without saying anything. Then, it was none other than my mother-in-law who raised her voice. My mother-in-law was trembling and her eyes were moist. "I knew it. You're still connected to that person. I was stupid to forgive you back then." "Back then?" My husband asked a question. My father-in-law's complexion got worse in response to that question. Without paying attention to my father-in-law, my mother-in-law began to explain. "Your father was cheating on me. It was around the time you guys were getting married, so about 3 years ago? He said he would never do it again, and I decided to forgive him. And yet. That's why that baby had a little bit of Kai's resemblance. Well, of course, blood is thicker than water. I thought she was my real grandchild." My mother-in-law began to cry uncontrollably. Seeing her like that, I felt even more angry at my father-in-law. My husband regained his composure and attacked my father-in-law. "You're the worst, Dad. Not only did you lie to us, but you also betrayed Mom twice. How could you do such a thing? I don't even want to believe that someone like you is my father. What do you mean by am I baby? Is it a joke? You didn't leave a baby you made with your affair partner with me, did you? I can't believe it. It's so disgusting that you can do something like that so easily. I don't want to see your face again." Even though he was being thrown harsh words by his own children, my father-in-law still put on a fake smile. "It can't be helped if it's an accident. The affair partner doesn't want to marry me or anything like that. She just has to work because she doesn't have any money. I asked you to take care of the baby while she was working." My father-in-law laughed and said that. I felt like I had reached my limit with him. "Cut it out already, you scumbag. What you did isn't a laughing matter. A person was born. Don't you understand how important that is?" I shouted loudly after being silent for so long, and my father-in-law seemed to lose his balance and fell on his butt. But no one reached out to him. As a substitute, Kai and Anna began to shower him with insults. "You're not even a father anymore, you bastard. I can't take it anymore. I don't want to see your face again." Even though he was told this by his own children, my father-in-law still tried to say, "Don't say that," and tried to get through this situation somehow. My mother-in-law, who couldn't stand it, let out a big sigh and glared at my father-in-law. "I don't have the confidence to keep going with someone like you anymore. Let's get a divorce." "Wait. You forgive me before, didn't you?" The careless attitude from earlier disappeared, and he suddenly became serious. "It was bad that I cheated. But if taking a break outside can make the family more harmonious, isn't that good? And if I'm not there, how will you live? You don't even have any money because you're a housewife." As my father-in-law clung to my mother-in-law while saying that, I looked at him with a cold eye. When I glanced at it, my husband, sister-in-law, and I were all looking at my father-in-law with the same eyes. Everyone in this room was disgusted with my father-in-law. My sister-in-law shouted angrily. "Mom, I'll take care of you. So it's okay, if he's gone. How are you going to live, Dad? Until now, you've left everything from meals to laundry to Mom. Now that you're single, are you okay?" My father-in-law was shaken by Anna's words. He looked at my mother-in-law with a clinging look. She won't abandon me. After all, we've been together for decades. You can't imagine a life without me now, can you? However, my father-in-law's expectations were immediately shattered. My mother-in-law shook off my father-in-law's arm that was clinging to her. Don't be ridiculous. How much do you have to make fun of people? Where do you think the woman who wants to be with a cheating man is? Get a divorce right away. If you like her so much, you can be with your affair partner. My father-in-law, who tried to cling to my mother-in-law, was again hit by my sister-in-law's angry voice. I can't wait. There's no point in talking to someone who doesn't even want to reflect. We'll leave here soon. Of course, Mom too. Until we leave, Dad won't live here. I don't want to see your face again, so go somewhere. Anna said that and tried to forcibly take my father-in-law outside. However, my father-in-law did not move, so Kai finally took him outside by force. Wait, give me one more chance. My father-in-law shouted that until the end, but no one paid attention to him. After that, my father-in-law, who couldn't even do the minimum housework, lived in chaos as Anna said. He seems to have relied on his affair partner because he couldn't stand the room becoming a garbage dump, but it seems that his affair partner has no intention of marrying my father-in-law. Since there was no one to take care of the baby, the affair partner couldn't go to work, and there was no income, so she demanded that my father-in-law shoulder the consolation money. Now, they are fighting over issues such as child support and consolation money in court. On the other hand, my sister-in-law and mother-in-law moved to an apartment close to our house. Since Eliana was over a month old, they have been visiting the two of them with Eliana for a few days. Anna continues to have a relationship with me like a friend, and her relationship with my mother-in-law is also good. From now on, I will continue to work hard to raise my daughter with the help of my husband, sister-in-law, and mother-in-law.